Hello everyone, I am the host of the YouTube channel wangyiboengsub. Nice to meet you again. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the hottest news of the day. And here's today's news. Let's start with grass growing on the head and watch Wang Yibo's breaking life. The grass grows on the head, and the green is full of green, which rests on any Chinese boy. They are all humiliating and violent existences. But there is such a person who just hits your eyeballs. Challenge your common sense, actually take the initiative to dye your hair green, and because the green is not too green and green, it is absolutely required to rework. Then the 5,000-year traditional culture of this big country singled out. Who is the warrior who breaks through the last line of defense of dignity that the men are desperately defending? Guess what? Wang Yibo. One that can never be framed with common sense, one that can never be interpreted with common sense. A rebellious lion who can never be defined by common sense. His existence, like a sharp sword, shatters the frame neatly, and always points to the unknown. His walk in the world, as if not for keeping or maintaining, but designed to break and rebuild. He wants to establish a new order and law according to his own standard. Then please follow Meow Pig and walk into Wang Yibo's breaking life. It started at the age of 13. That year, Wang Yibo just carried the first major certificate in his life. Elementary school graduation certificate, entering the door of junior high school without knowing whether AB is parallel to CD. I got a little sick and played a little bit. From the TV in the clinic, I saw a group of people dancing fiercely. This frame of picture actually looks like a bomb. Blast the new world of this boring little patient. Dance. Everyone on earth knows what happened next, and he went overseas as a child. At the age of 13. He dared to abandon literature and follow dance and abandon the recognized growth path. And the choice is the dance that many of us think is not doing the right thing. You know, Meow Pig is in junior high school, but even the school's dance team did not dare to participate, for fear of delaying the study. Then 3 years of sweating in the basement, somewhat older than him, the high-quality ones have all come back in vain. And no one can imagine. The youngest who was most likely to be out first was decided to be the last. Then, as soon as the Korean restriction order came out, Luo Young White Peony, who was just about to set sail, was upset again. Even the company doesn't take him seriously. As a result, this 16-year-old clear boy practiced dancing when he should eat, drink and practice dancing. In Beijing's rudimentary and almost collapsed Tongzilu, the spring flowers bloomed abruptly. Lanjian audition, he first sent 2 photos. The results were ruthlessly rejected. This matter should be put on Meow Pig, then I will definitely turn back. After all, I still need some face. But he did not, completely ignoring the cold face of the crew. It was the 3rd time to harass, and it was me who came directly to the door. Hip, hop, as the captain, he can completely guide off the field. He was playing tricks, but he was uncomfortable. Not only did he play in person on the field, in addition, the various dance types were guild, so that the international judges were shocked. He could have issued a notice and donated some money for the flood disaster in Henan. Since some kind, and it can be very beautiful. But he actually gave up his intense work, sitting on Han Hong's fluttering disaster relief boat, moving materials in turbid floods, doing propaganda, and helping disaster victims. Nike insults China. As the spokesperson of China, he didn't even do superficial articles about protesting against this 24K pure gold owner, who made many people in the world unable to reach the top. The announcement of the termination of the contract was released overnight, and it was the next day. Go directly to work in slippers and become the first person to terminate the contract during the contract period. The famous hand wrapped in bandages has just been released. How many people were fooled into thinking that the child was injured again, and hurriedly asked all kinds of questions. Finally, the truth was revealed. The cool cover actor possessed himself and actively asked for entanglement. When he reached his ceiling, the media swarmed. It stands to reason that it should lie on the credit book of the past. Just casually mentioning Yang Yang is enough to eat and drink spicy food, but he actually set up his own enchantment. Those achievements have nothing to do with me. The host asked, "Are you a fan?" Answer, "No favor." Don't say it, don't say it. If you want to talk clearly, it is estimated that Meow Pig will write a novel span. Everything is reversed, and the operation is smooth, never be sloppy, so that you are unable to refute when you are stunned. Is it this Wang Yibo a thornhead? Not to. His breakthrough is not arrogance and domineering, but it has its own rules. It is not blind and willful, but to the core. Not grandstanding, but frankness. 1. His break, There are principles, there are bottom lines. Wang Yibo, as a person, seems to be cold and self-contained, rejecting people thousands of miles away. Funny without knowing it, but no matter how he looks, the spiritual commanding heights he adheres to have never changed, and he has never allowed others to touch them. Like he loves his country, it is the red line he draws for his partners. As long as someone dares to touch, he will break the game and kill, and will never look forward and backward, hold back. It was like this when I was a trainee in Korea, and it hasn't changed in the slightest when I became famous. 2. His breakthroughs have direction and goals. Looking at every time Wang Yibo breaks the routine, you will find that he can definitely be called a sniper, and the gunshot and the target fell. Wang Yibo, who has been blessed by several successful idol dramas. In fact, it is possible to continue on this road for a few years. But he is in the most beautiful years of acting idol drama, 24 years old, quietly transformed, take over the drama, and discover the profound social themes behind the characters. You know, an idol is transformed into a powerful actor. The twists and turns in this, as well as the risks to be taken, even we laymen will know a thing or two. But Wang Yibo did it without hesitation, because he knew that, if you want to have a long career in acting, idols can only enter the room only if they are in the hall and have acting skills. 3. His breakthrough was bold and tolerant. Just like 20, as one of Wang Yibo's year-end summaries for 3 consecutive years, it was released for free. To tell the truth that you can chat only by sitting on the head of your own king. Countless people flock to the entertainment industry. Why? Lee. Real money and silver interest. A best-selling golden song? The commercial value behind it is definitely something that a little guy at the level of Miyahu can't even think about it. What's more, with Wang Yibo's current top status and influence. But, Wang Yibo is here to break this truth. He doesn't want money. This let go, it is 50 million. Miyahu has been thinking about the real reason why Wang Yibo did this. It's okay to say that he gives back to the fans, or that he has earned a cramp with his money, but Meow Pig is willing to believe that he is only after the vicissitudes of life. Want to talk to people about his pain in the siege and the joy of the rest of his life. It's like we have just been hit and want to talk to our family about our grievances. He is fine as long as you are willing to listen, and he is fine as long as you are willing to understand him. 4. His break. There is speed, there is action. Being in Vanity Fair, occasionally rumored to gossip, engaged in marketing. Not only is it harmless, but it will also gather fans and increase traffic. Pay attention, after all, only with exposure can there be vitality. But Wang Yibo did the opposite. For refuting rumors, he has always been the speed of light. As long as there are people who dare to cross the border to do things, he will fight back quickly, and will never leave a moment of life for those with ulterior motives. Often unresponsive creatures like meow pigs, they all read Wang Yibo's refutation notice before going back to the source, knowing that, when and where the rumors happened. Dare to be the first person to eat crabs. You must have lofty and firm ideals and beliefs, with strong and broad courage and mind, with tenacious fighting spirit and perseverance. There is a clear and thorough cognition and positioning, and it happens that Wang Yibo is such a person. His breakthroughs are sharp, but they will never hurt anyone. He just made himself a better cool guy. He challenged, overcame, challenged, overcame. He is the king and pioneer who bases breaking the game on absolute strength. Wang Yibo, I wish your breaking life more dazzling. Come on.